The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
We continue on the Domino's post-game report. Adam Cavalier alongside senior forward Ben Beeker. Ben, not a bad way to close out your career inside a Holt Fieldhouse. Didn't miss a shot from the field. Grabbed 5 boards, 4 assists. Our Food City player of the game. What clicked one final time in Holt for you tonight?
It was credit again to, I think all my baskets were pretty much assisted, and so credit to guys who set me up, and I felt like we were a very unselfish team, and just credit to them. Honestly, it's not me.
I would argue that there were some second chance buckets in that mix as well. Glasswork has been a key element for this team all year long, plus 15 on the glass. How much does it make things easier for you offensively when, you're shooting 64% from the field, but you out-rebound your opponent on the offensive glass and score more second chance points by a 2-to-1 factor in spite of really hot shooting from the field?
Yeah. So, we always try to crash, always try to impose our will on the boards, It before the season, CB made a big deal about enforcing our will on the boards and making sure we make that a strength of ours. And I felt like we've done that this season. And today was no different. I feel like if anytime we get a chance to go enforce our will on the glass, we're going to do it. And luckily we were able to do it today.
Unlike the first 2 interviews, Jarius and Bridge, you haven't been here through multiple presidential administrations.
No.
You transferred in from Furman.
Just Dr. Fowler. Just Dr. Fowler.
Oh, I was going. I guess that's a.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, no, just Joe,
just
Joe, yeah.
Just
old Joe.
That is also true though.
Yeah.
In terms of university presidents as well, a little more common knowledge to mark the passage of time with presidential terms than. University presidential terms, but you are correct. What has this place meant to you to wrap up your college basketball career over the last 2 years?
Cav, God works in funny ways. Back in, I don't know, I guess 2013, an AAU coach or a coach's wife happened, who actually is related to a former Eagle, Camille Chapman, fun fact. But back then in 2013, AAU coach's wife happens to get a job at Hendersonville and go to one of my games, middle school games, and see me play. So I get on an AAU team 2 hours away in Charlotte by a coincidence. Through another turn of events, end up 2 more AAU teams later from connections. I get on a team, and another team in Charlotte that gave me the opportunity to visit a lot of different places for free. They ask about a kid from Weaverville, North Carolina, Ren Dyer. And I say, yes, Ren, great, you should get him. Through that, 2 years later, I enter the transfer portal, and Ren happens to give a glowing recommendation, so I've heard, of me to CB. And that's how I end up here. And, credit to God, because if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't have found this place. And this place has meant everything to me. And the guys here, the culture here, the environment here, this year I told CB the other day in his office, this has been, regardless of what happens in the conference tournament, this has been my favorite basketball team I've ever been on and the closest basketball team I've ever been on. And for a guy who, after 3 years at Furman, and I'm so thankful for my time at Furman, but for a guy who was kind of down as a basketball player, pretty much given up as a basketball player, for me to come in and from day one, CB, the guys just accepting me for wholeheartedly and immediately making me feel like a part of their family, it means more to me than I can put into words or that they'll ever know. And I knew, I thought that I was making the right decision to transfer and to come to Carson-Newman, but 2 years later, I can confidently say that it was one of the best decisions of my life. And credit to CB for believing in me and always pushing me and the staff too. It's just, Cav, I'm at a loss for words to express it. But
well, that's a good note to close on. I'm not even going to ask you about the conference tournament upcoming because that's
we're coming. We're coming to Rock Hill. We're coming with a vengeance.
That's the end of the interview.
But yeah.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much,
Thankful
Cav.
you're here.
Yeah.
He did it for Uncle Odale.
Yes, sir.
Senior forward Ben Beeker as Carson-Newman beats Mars Hill